I Got the Hell Out does contain explicit content that might not be suitable for some listeners, such as children, those that easily get offended, and we do recommend that listeners at work put your earbuds in if you have coworkers around.
And if you like the show, please spread the word by telling as many people as you can. Would also appreciate if you would subscribe, rate, hopefully with 5 stars, and review the podcast on iTunes. You can find us there as well as on Stitcher and Overcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Was In A Cult, on Facebook at I Got The Hell Out, and on Instagram at I Got The Hell Out with an underscore after each word. You can contact us through our website at IGotTheHellOut.com.
Hi guys, it's Deb.
And Laura.
And it's a brand new year and another episode of I Got the Hell Out.
Happy New Year, Deb.
You know what? It's not only Happy New Year, Laura. It is happy birthday to us. We have been doing this for one full year.
That's right. Happy birthday to us.
And you know what? I guess a podcast has different gestational periods because the idea was conceived.
October-ish.
Well, it was Halloween.
Right.
Halloween Day.
Yeah.
And our first episode went out, I think December 26th.
I think so.
Or 27th. I don't remember.
It was like right at the end of December.
But yeah, it was right after Christmas. And here we are in a brand new year.
Holy shit.
One whole year. Hey, high five.
Hey. Sorry, everyone's ears.
I was going to say, did we just blow everybody's eardrums out?
Yeah, really.
God, we're never going to be professional, are we?
No, we're not, but that's all right.
And nobody's volunteered to help us be professional, so we're just going to keep...
No, a lot of people have, and we just haven't had the time to take anybody up on it.
You could be correct. You know that.
Yes.
I'm
correct on that one. We've been slacking off. But another thing we have been slacking off is thanking the new patrons that we have. So before...
Well, no, wait a minute. See, we discussed this. And see, I was going to tell you, it's a brand new year.
Uh-huh.
And I'm still going to be the same old asshole because I don't do that new year, new me bullshit.
Okay.
But I am the world's greatest procrastinator, and I plan to do something, and I wake up the next morning going, oh, shit, I forgot to do that. I should do that now. And then just, anyway, there's a few patrons that have been patiently waiting for their stuff. And I just flashed you all of the envelopes that are neatly addressed. I just have to go to the post office and send them out because they contain extra prizes for people being patient.
Being patient and waiting.
Yes. So, and there's one new patron I hear. Patrons. I don't know. At least I'm not calling them Patron anymore.
That's true. But we want to say a great big thank you to Tara L. in Canada, Samantha T. in Great Britain, Alice M. in Australia.
I love Australia.
And the rest of these, I'm assuming, are in the United States.
I actually met Dana. We had lunch one time.
That's right.
Yes.
So, yep. Thank you to Dana H., Mackenzie J., and Elizabeth C.
Yes. Elizabeth is our newest one, I think.
Thank you, guys.
I don't have an envelope in her name yet.
So thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, let's see. You have
a whole notebook of stuff.
I do. And like I said, it's a new year, okay? And I got off my procrastinating ass. And I wrote out all the envelopes. I filled it with the prizes, and some of the prizes I actually have to assemble, okay?
What the hell are you sending people?
Stuff.
You have to assemble.
Stuff and whatnot. So, anyway, again, it's a new year. And it's been really weighing on my mind that I really wanted to start this nonprofit called The Help, okay?
Okay.
And guess what?
What?
Our government seems to be shut down.
Yeah.
I wanted to do this before the new year, and I was all excited because I'm off on Thursdays. And I called a couple of friends, and the first one was busy, and the second one was like, the government's shut down. And I'm like, what? Because, see, I don't really watch the news and stuff. And, well, apparently the government's been shut down for the past, 2 weeks or so?
Something like that.
They're still taking taxes out of my paycheck. How does that work?
They're not shut down for that. Come on.
Well, somebody explained to me that only the things that are good for people, like they're threatening us with, taking food stamps away and the government programs that help people. And the only thing I'm going to say is the bad programs of the war and, putting things in place. And those are the ones that are actually getting paid right now. So I'm not going to get real political on you. But I, for the past 2 Thursdays, wanted to go downtown and start the help. And apparently our government sucks. So sorry guys. As soon as the government's open and I got another free Thursday, I'm going
Get the ball
to.
rolling.
Oh, and by the way, for all the people that have been asking, yes, the IRS is still open. Yes, they are still taking your tax money, but unfortunately, if you're owed a refund, that part of the IRS is kind of shut down now. They will take your money, but they won't give it back. And end of rant.
You know what I read that was kind of scary is they were saying that TSA agents and people that like for the airlines, like the air traffic control and things like that, that people have to work, but they've all been calling off sick.
Well, that's because they're not getting paid.
I understand that, but isn't that scary? Like if you're flying, like.
You know what? I'm not really going to get into this other than to say, since the TSA was implemented, whatever. I don't know how many times I have been groped, okay, and not even bought a drink or given a kiss first, okay? Secondly,
no dinner.
Secondly, since the TSA has been implemented, over 400 of their agents have been fired for either stealing, inappropriate behavior, whatnot. Look it up, people. Guess how many terrorists they have caught and detained?
How many?
A big fat 0. Wake up, people, man. Just wake up, please. Okay, we're done on the TSA here.
I didn't know it was going to go into that. Okay.
We never really know what this is going to go into. You do know that, right?
I should by now.
It's a shit show, Anyway, sadly, no one has taken me up on the bus ticket that I offered for
to get out.
To get the hell out.
Well, you know what? Maybe they haven't so far, but you never know. The offer's still there.
Never underestimate planting a seed.
Right.
And sometimes the seed takes time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
And
just as long as they know that the offer is still there.
Yes, the offer is always there. And I've done some things, Laura, that to make sure that I am able to do some things for a while. And guess what?
What?
I am lucky enough that I didn't even realize I've worked for these people for 6 years. Mm-hmm. And until they retired, I had no idea what they did for a living.
Which is?
He was an attorney for the state.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And I asked him quite a few questions over the past couple of weeks, and he was able to answer a lot of my questions.
Nice.
So I am happy with that. And update on the peanut butter.
Oh, the Mormon peanut butter.
Yes, that I literally have used my fingers and a spatula to get the last of it out of this jar.
Did you get more is the question.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Somehow that peanut butter found its way here from Ohio. Mm-hmm. The closest place to acquire peanut butter is, I forgot to write the name down, but thank you to Brother Alt, who finally got back to me. Thank you to the people at the 800 number.
Like you actually called the 800 number?
I called the 800 number and spoke to a very lovely woman who, I mean, every phone call down the line, I had to start saying, this is not a crank call, and I'm not crazy.
I was just going to say, how did that conversation start?
Hello, my name is Deb, and I swear to you, this is not a crank call, and I'm not crazy, but you guys have the best peanut butter I have ever eaten in my life. So can you imagine, I guess, how many people went home with stories that day?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, I ended up getting the number for Bishop Smith here in the Pittsburgh area. And I'm assuming Bishop, he's a busy man.
Right.
So I left a message. Again, I'm not crazy. Anyway, I guess his assistant, Brother Alt, called me back, and
is he setting you up with peanut butter?
Well, it was actually, I think, New Year's Eve when he called me. It was late because I was having a party, and anyway, he ended up telling me he'd text me the next day, and he texted me the information, and we gotta go to Ohio to get it.
Which you will do.
Yes, I will. And we'll have a fun road trip. It's only like 4 hours or something like that.
Oh my God.
I'm going to get a case of it.
That's so funny.
Maybe they can FedEx it. I don't...
Oh, they're not going to FedEx you. You know how much that would cost?
I don't know. They're a nonprofit organization.
You don't have to drive your ass to Ohio.
I don't care. We will have a fun time of it. We really will. Oh, and by the way, the audio messed up last week, or last episode. Do you know that?
God, that was so long ago. I don't remember.
You didn't even remember we were supposed to get together today.
I did not. You called me and you're like, what are you doing? I'm like, just dropped Sam off at work. I'm on my way to the gym. Hey, what's up?
And I'm like, oh, when are we recording? And you're like, what?
Yeah, that kind of took me by surprise.
Anyway.
With the holidays, I am so confused with what day it is.
You probably didn't even listen to our last episode. You're gonna if you listen to any part of it, it's around like the 48-minute mark, and I was giving gifts out. The audio messed up, and I basically said, and I'd like to give the bitch I love to hey. And then it gave a zinger, like a zzz thing that if you had earphones in, it probably blew your ears out. I'm really sorry, guys. But the hate thing,
that's funny.
It was really kind of funny. Off the subject of, well, maybe not. My culty friends might know because we weren't allowed to buy laundry soap in the end. Yeah.
Why?
Because you made all your own soap, including your shampoo and your face soap.
Were they afraid that what was going to touch your clothes?
Oh, the chemicals, the impureness, there's a lot of things that couldn't touch you.
That's the first time I've ever heard of laundry detergent, though.
Yeah. Well, you were encouraged to make your own.
Okay.
And guess what the base of every ingredient was? Or the base of every product?
I have no idea.
Lye.
Oh, that's so nasty for you.
There were a few women that, like, I guess they added too much lye to their shampoo, and it was like eating their hair away.
You can imagine.
Yeah. But to anybody out there, you know, I have the smell of rancid grease in my clothes, and I can't get it out from where I work.
Okay.
And I have tried washing it in the hottest possible with almost twice as much laundry soap, a cup of borax, and a cup of baking soda for as long as it can wash. And it still has that faint smell to it. And then I chuck in a bunch of dryer sheets. It's kind of like when you take a poop and you spray the air freshener, it's like, you know, poop under a pine tree.
I was going to say, it smells like a bear shit in the woods.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And you might not be able to smell it, but when I get dressed to go to work, I actually have clean clothes on, but I'm going, oh my God, I stink already.
No, I've heard that either white vinegar, like give that a shot.
Okay.
Or Dr. Bronner's.
Okay.
Soap, which is a liquid. And that's supposed to take smells out. Because it's kind of like strong smelling, and one of the scents is like a peppermint.
Okay.
Kind of. But I'll show you a picture of it later. It's a liquid. And that's supposed to be really good.
You know what we forgot to give? The Kool-Aid recipe.
Oh, go ahead.
It was supposed to be with the New Year announcement.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, basically, whatever champagne you were toasting with, and get yourself some black cherry. And again, black cherry is my go-to. And just sprinkle it on the top of the champagne.
For some color.
I would personally add Pop Rocks at midnight.
Just Pop Rocks into the champagne?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I wonder if that would be like the Mentos with the soda.
I don't know.
Did you ever see that?
But that would be like your fireworks at New Year's, you know?
That certainly would be. That would be kind of interesting to try.
We should try next year. Pop Rocks and champagne.
Oh my God. I have champagne downstairs. We could try it anytime.
Has it been opened?
No.
No. Marie was over and drank a half a bottle of champagne, and she made Brother Bob recork it. Do you know how hard it is to put a plastic cork back in champagne?
Why would you recork it?
Because she thinks she's going to drink it.
Oh God.
And here it is, what, a week later?
Pour that down the drain.
Hey, it's not mine. It's hers. So if she wants to drink it, you know, I don't know what to tell her. I'm going to laugh, you know. And today is Sunday the 6th. Are you aware?
Mm-hmm. That I did know.
And my mother buys me a calendar every year, and it tells me all these weird holidays.
Mm-hmm.
What's Epiphany Day?
It is a celebration of...
Epiphanies.
From Christmas. No, I believe it's like when they brought... I should know this. I think it's when they brought Jesus to the temple after he was born.
Hey, guys, let us know your Epiphany on Epiphany Day.
I think I should know this. But I believe that's what it is.
Well, by the time we get to be our age,
it's either
we have too much junk in our head.
It's either that or it's when the wise men came to see him. It's one of the two. And I should know better, but oh well.
You know, the wise men brought what? Frankincense, myrrh, and gold. They should have sent wise women, because after you give birth, you want casseroles and a glass of wine and chocolate. I mean, that makes much more sense.
And a sitz bath.
Well, yeah. Instead, they're bringing them powders and stuff. Oh God. Anyway,
right, what are you looking for?
Again, this is our first show of the new year, and again, I've got 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks of questions and things on our Facebook group that I thought that we could go over.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
What if I said it wasn't?
You're funny. Okay, I gotta find where I'm going to. Okay, now you've seen or know none of these, and they're all gonna get posted, but there's a lot of them, so okay. I'm gonna do 3 a day for the next week,
and just post them.
Okay, because I have been very lax on keeping up with Facebook or posting anything. I think you posted Happy New Year.
I posted a Happy New Year.
I didn't even get around to posting about Janice being the two-faced god.
Oh, for January?
Yeah, for looking back at the old year and looking forward to the new year, that type thing. Yeah, that's... We weren't allowed to say the names, because they're all gods.
We can't have that.
No, we can't have that, because that would send us right to hell. Okay, we are going over to Facebook where people like to share stuff with us or even ask questions.
Which we love.
We had a new member. Her name is Deandra, and she's almost caught up, okay? Mm-hmm. But just as she was finishing up episode 43, her phone rang. Okay. And it was one of those robocalls. And guess what state it was from?
Oh, no, your state.
It was from Culty State. And guess what happened when she picked it up?
What?
A robo voice simply said goodbye and hung up on her. It totally creeped her out.
Ooh, I'd be creeped out too.
I told you my mom was on Facebook, and all of a sudden Little Man's face popped up as his personal Facebook page. Like, hi, Nance, you want to be friends with me again?
Oh, no, thank you.
I don't know. We had a lot of new men join, which, hi, guys. It's happy to have you here. Hey, always guys. Happy to see you. And another person, Diane, she promised that she's a real person and a dog lover, and I had to let her in the Facebook group.
Well, dog lover, yes, you do.
Well, yeah, or animal lover in general, you know what I mean? Now, this comes from I forget what, she's in Queensland. That's in Australia.
Yes.
And she says, thanks for reading out my earlier post, by the way. My name is a strange one, but it's pronounced kind of like Antchur, AHNT-CHUR.
Okay.
I try my best, guys. She says, in Australia, pierogies aren't a thing, but I found a stall at the Queen Victoria Night Market. I am having the mushroom and sauerkraut ones, and oh my God, so good. Look, they have pierogi. They have a tiny stall of pierogies over there.
Yeah, Australia.
They're pierogies. Come on, they don't get much better than that. Mm-mm. Okay, Catherine wished us a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Catherine.
And she says that she loves being a Catholic, and there's nothing wrong with that. And she agrees with us that there's a patron saint for everything.
Yeah, there pretty much is.
Okay, now this would be my kind of patron saint. It's Baba Yana.
Okay.
You've never heard of the patron saint of Baba Yana? Mm-mm. Oh,
what that's the patron. He or she the saint of?
Invoked against hangovers. Seriously, look, there's a stained glass of it and everything.
Oh my gosh.
It's on the internet. It must be true.
That is so cute.
Invoked
that picture's so cute.
Against hangovers.
You got to post that.
Like I said, I'm going to post all of these except for a couple that'll be fine.
That's a pretty good t-shirt right there.
It is. Angela, who is a really active member, she said, Merry Christmas to all you heathens. And she says, for a religion so opposed to paganism, you sure stole a hell of a lot of our stuff. See, that's pretty funny in itself, because I'm always telling you how they've taken the paganism and incorporated into the good Christian stuff. You know?
Yep.
Mackenzie thinks the new version of the old rugged cross should just be old saggy balls. Rachel Ann gave us a t-shirt idea, and I say this all the time. Don't join dangerous cults, okay? Mm-hmm. Practice safe sex. And it's SECTS.
Nice.
Yeah. one of our Pittsburgh pals alerted us to Pierogi Palooza coming up.
When is that?
March 24th. It's a Sunday. I have to close, but it's 11:30 a.m. And you are obligated to take me because you blew me off for Pierogi Fest.
We should do a kind of a meetup.
Well, we'll bring that up later.
We will bring that up. We will post that. So anyone that wants to join us at what's it, Pierogi what?
It's Pierogi Palooza.
Pierogi Palooza.
Well, and apparently there's like 6,700 people already interested in going. And look, it says drinks.
Oh, damn. So we can have pierogies and talk cult.
There you go.
What more do you want, folks?
Okay, wait a minute. Let me write this in the book. Pierogies and talk cult.
There you are.
Hey, we can even record stuff now.
Yay.
Yep. I forgot to tell you, the Apple Store's wonderful.
Nice.
And thanks to Mel. Oh, Mel's stuff's going out too. She's an ex-member that I sent her stuff to her holiday house.
Okay.
And there's no mailbox there.
Gotcha.
So, I got a little yellow sticker back that said, no mail receptacle.
Never heard of that. No mail receptacle? They can't just lay it? I guess they can't lay it somewhere.
They can't lay it anywhere. Yeah. It has to be in a mailbox. Not a female box, a mailbox. Yeah. Anyway, Chris almost choked on her lunch at the end of the Christmas episode. She says it's great that you say they must be legally blind not to see what's going on. In the same episode that I mentioned her podcast, and she's legally blind, so she can see it's all bullshit.
Oh my God.
Okay, here's Issa again. Issa, and she's from, I think, Sweden. I can never keep all these people straight. I mean, beautiful names. Can't remember your countries. I am so sorry. Okay, do you promise not to choke?
I can't. Can't promise that.
Okay, Issa writes, so being a lesbian myself, how would they have explained to me being a lesbian who never wears trousers? Because they sure can't blame it on jean zippers in my skirts and dresses. Colt, would you care to answer Issa?
I would like the answer to that.
Yeah. Hey, little man, can you have somebody get back to us? I mean, in all honesty, Kenny probably still has my phone number, for Christ's sake. It's the same one since I've moved up here, and I really...
Oh my God.
You know, they've known about us since they found out about us the episode 22 when it came up.
Okay.
And I really expected something. A letter, a call, my car blowing up, something.
Maybe they just enjoy us.
They must. Well, I know they have to still listen because we're labeled as propaganda. Don't listen.
Yay.
I never in a million years would have thought, sitting in that congregation when other people were trying to spread the truth and they were labeled as propaganda, and you'll go to hell for listening to it, that I would be labeled as propaganda. Oh my gosh.
You just need a sign that says propaganda.
You know what? I should get a t-shirt made up that says that.
Just says propaganda. That's it.
And I can smile and hold up a poster board that says, hi, Colt. And you can take a picture of me.
Just a shirt that says propaganda.
Okay, wait a minute. We need a propaganda shirt. All right. So many things to write down of late, you know? Okay.
No, is this still from Facebook?
It is.
Okay.
And we have another member, Tom. I talk to him sometimes, on private messenger. He loved this past week's episode, and he thanks us for what we're doing. He wishes us a happy winter solstice and a very Merry Christmas to Buffalo Bill. He says, may his Grinch heart grow 3 times its size.
Oh my God.
Tom, you're the only one to wish him a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
That's beautiful.
Do you know what I forgot, Laura? I actually asked ex-members, because I was given gifts last time because it was Christmas.
Right.
I asked a lot of ex-members, what gift would you give to old Billy Boy?
Oh, yeah, because you gave out one to him.
I did, and I totally forgot. So I kept asking for the past couple weeks to, when I talk to people or text them. And I really wanted to do a top 10, but I didn't get enough answers. And I asked a lot of people, and then I thought, well, maybe I can just do a top 5.
Okay.
And, none of the answers changed. And I thought, okay, well, damn it, I can do a top 3. And see, I can't,
Because all the answers are pretty much the same, you mean?
Well, if everybody asked, there was only one answer that differed from everybody else, and they wanted to give him excruciating and everlasting pain until his last day on earth. And I says, no, that's a little mean and cruel. I really wouldn't wish that on anybody.
On anybody, yeah.
It's kind of like the gag gift you get that you look at the person that gave it to you and go, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean?
Right.
So... Lil Man, there was only 2 gifts.
Oh, and what are they?
2 gifts that they wanted to give Lil Man, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There's number 1 and the number 1
Start
gift.
with 2.
Well, the number 2 gift, to really paraphrase everybody, they wanted the mofo to die, mofo, die. Okay, and pretty much...
That sums it up.
Pretty much everybody said it the same way.
Sums it up.
But the number 1 gift won out by a small margin.
Mm-hmm.
The number 1 gift that they wanted him to receive, which I really thought was cool, a tiny jail cell for the rest of his life. And guess what? That is so compassionate because they are making sure the man has 3 hots and a cot. He's always protected. Mm-hmm. No one's going to hurt him. Ain't even going to cost him a dime. I thought that was really compassionate. And I went back to all the people who said, die, mofo, die, and had to remind them that, we're all dying. Every day, just a little step closer.
But a small jail cell would be nice.
That's what the ex-members had decided to get together and give him. So, hey, little man, Buffy Bill.
Buffy Bill.
Buffy Bill. Okay. Tangents. How do we get off on so many tangents?
Well, we always do. Are there any more from Facebook?
I'm looking. Somebody thinks it would be funny for us to get a billboard out there and put the oldest Y, the letter Y, based faith, double innuendo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The oldest Y based faith. And I think that's all I have from there.
Okay.
Do you have anything to add or ask?
No, because like you said earlier today, I was shocked we were even recording today, so.
Really?
So I will be prepared for the next episode.
Surprise.
I seriously, over the holidays, I have just so lost track of days and times and what's going on. And
do I need to get you a calendar?
I have 10 calendars.
Do you use them?
I use them, but I mean, everyone I talk to, especially between Christmas and New Year's, no one knows what day it is.
I do.
Because everyone's mixed up because you're off work.
No, I'm not.
Oh, my God. People out there know what I'm talking about.
You have a tiny little blue book that you keep in your kitchen, and it's leather bound, and it's stamped a futile attempt to get my life together.
Yeah, and I don't use it.
No, I think it's hysterical.
Because there you go. Exactly.
Do you find it funny?
I find it hysterical.
I just find it completely ironic. Anyway.
There you are.
Let's see.
Okay, you have some news articles here.
I do. Remember, I told you my client, I asked him a bunch of questions. Mm-hmm. And he basically told me I'm allowed to, factually read anything I want.
Right, because it's in print.
Yeah, but I just can't jump off the diving board. I'm sticking my toes in the water.
That's all right.
I told anybody who wanted to look up old Buffalo Bill, go for it.
Right. Right. This one looks interesting.
Yeah, this one is kind of interesting. This is written by Richard Horn and Loretta Fulton. They're staff writers for a newspaper.
Okay.
And the title of this is Sect Drawing Attention for Unusual History.
Okay, go ahead.
Isn't it funny, like, how our entire lives, like, people can look back and find a trail, Laura, of you and what you've done.
Right.
For me, you could go back on a paper trail and find, my grades in kindergarten.
Right.
For, anytime somebody's been arrested, anytime somebody's been in the news, it's always going to be out there. You're not going to be able to get rid of it. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
So this is about Little Man.
It's about Buffalo Bill.
Okay. Oh, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Exactly.
And I can tell you that when he latched onto that fact that he was Buffalo Bill, how many prophecies and this, and I told you to this day they have the ridiculous buffaloes on everything. But now wait a minute, he changed his name, so does that makes him not the Buffalo anymore?
He's not anymore, no.
I would say so, but I guess you can make up whatever you want in a cult, right?
Sure, absolutely.
I'm still going to basically read this a little bit generically.
Okay.
So it starts out 3 years after his suspension, reinstatement, and resignation from the town's police department, Buffalo Bill joined an obscure religious sect started by his brother. Remember, I told you last episode this was gonna, start revealing a little more stuff. Because this is all public knowledge.
Right, this is, you can Google this and this article
You
will
can
pop up.
Google a lot of stuff. And, they must not really be too upset about it, Laura, because they have their own Roku station. They have their own radio stations. They have several Facebook pages.
The Roku things blows me away.
Why?
Just that they have their
Did you even look it up?
No, but just the fact they have one is just insane.
They have their own Facebook Live page where all it is sermons live. It's crazy. They have their own newsletter. They have their own magazine. I'm not even sure what all they have, but it's a shit ton.
Wow.
So, and I'm going to get into that after this article.
Okay.
So, because we got something else coming up.
Okay.
Okay, now, continuing with the article. Today, his brother is dead, but the sect has grown from obscurity to a worldwide presence. One with increasingly bizarre views, excommunicants have have diverged wildly from what they were in the beginning. Now, Laura, how many times have I told you shit changes out there?
All the time. They study, they do this, they do that, and they come up with a new...
They throw pieces of paper at walls and cast lots.
I forgot about that. That's right. I forgot about that.
At least Little Man travels back in time.
Fixes things. I just keep picturing him traveling like with a little tiny hammer fixing something.
I keep thinking of the Big Bang Theory when they bought that time machine and it was so freaking huge and they decided that they were going to keep swapping where it would stay.
See, I just keep thinking of, like on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
yes.
Whenever they show the little elves fixing toys and making toys.
Yes.
That's what I just picture him, like a little wooden hammer fixing like a little tiny thing on the timeline. Go ahead.
Oh, God. Okay, back to the article. And now people from various parts of the nation are looking into the sect's unusual activities, ranging from polygamy, the branding of ex-wives as Satan, mind control, and accusations of welfare and tax fraud.
Ooh, imagine that.
Now, Laura, my only question is this article is from 1996.
Okay.
How's this shit still going on? Look at the face you're making.
Money.
I honestly sometimes wish we were like on a YouTube channel or
Why?
something.
So
Because of the faces that you make and the eyeball rolls and the body language. Are you ready for me to continue?
Yeah.
Old Buffalo Bill now goes by his culty name, though it's by now almost impossible to tell who is who in the sect. In January, remember this is 96, Laura.
Okay.
In January, the group made news because more of 100 followers had in the past months changed their names to his, biblicized their first names, and began to obtain passports with their new culty monikers.
Whoa.
Laura, I like when, people that are writing can throw big 50-cent words in there like monikers.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me happy. Okay, continuing. The sect remained closed-mouthed, but outside interest grew immediately. Wonder why? The curious included 2 private investigators, one in Florida and one in California, seeking information on behalf of families who are concerned about relatives associated with the sect. They got PIs looking at them.
Wow. Okay.
Various national news organizations made inquiries, and this Chronicle sent a reporter to that town for several days for a story on the group. That report is scheduled to appear today. Of course, I don't have that, Laura. I don't know. Anyway, look this one up. It goes on for quite a while. Okay. I'm just want to read this one small part.
Okay.
Okay. At the end of the article, it says, on the force, off the force.
Oh, as in the police force?
I would say so. Look, there's a picture of him in his little cop uniform.
Oh, look at him.
He ain't even cute. He looks like the type that would, like, do bad things to you.
Yeah, he's not looking special.
No. That is not the face you want to see on a dark road when you're pulled over.
No.
Excuse me. Oh, old Buffalo Bill made front page news once before, Laura.
Okay.
Do you know the year?
No.
1976.
What did he do?
Let's see. When he was suspended from the police force for allegedly lying about leaving a patrol car with 4 cans of beer in a detached radar unit in the car.
Wow.
That's not the story that the cult members knew. But see, that's gossip and hearsay.
What you just read is gossip.
No, this is why he was actually suspended.
Okay.
There's part of the story that was left out.
Okay.
That I'm sure was not put, like the writers like me, they're smart enough not to
Gotcha.
give everything, because people would be shocked and appalled and things might happen.
Gotcha.
But see, I took care of that. So anyway, yeah, they're still drawing attention. You know why? Because people keep writing about them, Laura.
What's that one? This new article here.
Okay. Now, remember, we don't say the last name, even though everybody knows what it is. Come on, baby steps. We got old Buffalo Bill out there for crying out loud, okay? And we only refer to certain people, by an initial.
Right.
Or whatever they want to be referred to. So we are going to be talking about Lil Man's ex-wife, Kay. Okay? She was actually interviewed in 1997.
No, wait, this is the one that wrote the book?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Her side of the story.
Okay, right.
Yes. And there is a Facebook page for her book, too. Hi, Kay.
Get out.
Yes.
Do you know what it's called? Is it just her name or the name of the book or what?
It's the name of the book.
Okay.
So I basically give it, you just kind of have to reword it and change pronouns sometimes. I can't hand it to you. You got to kind of figure it out sometimes. Anyway, Kay was interviewed by the local news in June of 97.
Okay.
The title is Magazine Article on Cult. Granted my prayers. Because, see, there's a monthly magazine that actually did an article on us that's quite creepy.
Ooh, do you have it?
I do. It's down in the box.
Oh, we'll read it some other time.
Yeah, we got...
Okay.
Like I said, I can only tell people so much about daily life. I mean, I incorporate it in there.
Right.
But there's a lot of bad shit that goes on out there. And, Laura, we started this so under the radar that we didn't even know what we were doing and just kept things so neutral. I didn't even give an initial of a name.
Right.
And things have evolved.
Right, read about Kay.
Okay. Anyway, this magazine is a monthly magazine that wrote about us, and she was super thrilled. So I'm going to read her article. I don't know who wrote this. Oh, it's written by Anthony Wilson. He's a staff writer.
Okay.
While many people in this town might consider that state's monthly cover story on the cult leader, Buffalo Bill, an embarrassment, Kay calls it a godsend.
I bet she does.
You know, all of us get such, like, I don't think you caught that. I wished Kenny everlasting happiness. I wished him happiness that would cling to him like static cling because it's pagan.
Happiness, HAP.
Yeah. Did you even catch that last week?
It.
Okay. Well, you just looked at me dumbfounded. Anyway, when we can give little jabs like this, like when I had to write Kenny stuff for my kid, I would always write, have a happy day and God bless.
Oh, ooh.
Just because it was just little...
So many of them.
The passive aggressiveness. I mean, come on. Anyway, back to the article. The Heavenly Father has granted my prayers. The ex-Buffalo Bill set the Mrs. ex-Buffalo Bill. After reading the article, and she says it shows you the true man. The magazine's issue boasts an ominous black cover with a warning. The cult believes Satan is a woman, the Pope is her puppet, and the world will end in 3 years. The accompanying article probes Buffalo Bill's rise as leader of a cult based on a rigid adherence to 613 laws. I love how they describe Kay on this. Ready?
Okay.
The chipper Kay could barely suppress her giggles Thursday morning as she read a borrowed copy of the magazine while awaiting a public hearing before the Abilene City Council. She sought successfully to rezone of a property she inherited in her divorce settlement 3 years ago. And of course, when you're in a divorce, Laura, they want to make your life as living hell as they possibly can. So she inherited this property in her divorce decree and wanted to turn it into her own mobile home park. Well, guess what? Little man threw a temper tantrum.
Oh, no.
And that's what a lot of divorced men do, Laura. They try and stick it to you every way they can. You know that.
Right.
You had an amicable divorce. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, afterward, she raved about the article, deeming it hilarious.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. Anyway, you can probably look this article up too. It's a little lengthy. I
just like the fact that she was giggling.
And they call her Chipper.
They call her Chipper.
Chipper and giggling. And see, it's funny because every time my ex, hi Kenny, tried to do something bad or mean or to hurt me, it always boomeranged on him. Do you know what I mean? The fact that he laughed at me in that parking lot is the fact that people can find the cult so easily. Do you like Ernest Hemingway?
Not really.
I don't either, but
No, Old Man in the Sea.
I tried to read the classics, Laura, and they're all so freaking depressing is all I can tell you. But I did come across this quote the other day from Hemingway, and it really resounded with me, okay? A man can be totally destroyed and still not be defeated. Okay? Wow. Hi, Ken. Kenny sometimes did that to me. He totally freaking destroyed me. But guess what, Laura?
You're not defeated.
In the end, I'm totally not defeated. And that just made so much sense to me that there were so many crucial battles mentally that he won in that war. Maybe because I let him, maybe because it was too much. But in the end, I won the fucking war.
Right.
You know, guys out there, be strong because you can totally be defeated in things and still rise up. And I found that most of the time it makes you stronger. You have strengths in you that you never knew you had.
Right.
Kenny's Corner, bada bing. That's about all we have for this time, guys. Like I said, Laura didn't even realize I was coming over today.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
And she's usually the technical stuff. Guess what I decided we're going to get into next week, Laura?
What?
The cult has an offshoot that technically brainwashes people. and you can purchase it.
You mean as opposed to what they do just normally?
Well, see, this is a program that they sell. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Now, people, again, you got to play with the words because I can't give it to you.
Okay.
They sell a solution that's peaceful. Okay.
Oh, God. Okay. I can't wait to look into this.
I used all the words, just got to rearrange them.
Just rearrange them.
Just rearrange
the words.
I'm getting lazy and people know who they are anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, I have all of the original books from this program downstairs.
Okay.
And it's kind of really scary because it is considered a quote unquote character education program.
Oh, jeez.
Does that not sound scary in itself?
It sounds scary in itself, but then knowing that it's from them, it makes it really scary.
I'm not sure who put this program together, but it has nothing to do with religion in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure where they got the psychology from it, but...
Oh, they made it up, I'm sure.
No, because you're supposed to start as early as possible with infants at this point, okay?
Oh, good Lord.
They have different books in this series for different things. I have the teacher's edition downstairs.
Oh, good.
And I think I have the first 5 books that are books for... They're not even just for children. They're for anybody that you're trying to teach this program to.
Okay.
Here's where it gets scary. When you're starting with infants and younger children, there's pages in these books that are meant to be cut out. And you're supposed to hold it in front of their eyes.
For what?
So that and you're supposed to keep, from what I remember, saying something like...
Like you're hypnotizing
Yes.
them? Oh my God, I was joking.
Without actually coming right out and saying you're hypnotizing somebody, you are training them to put certain images with certain ideals.
Oh my God.
I never personally taught this program to my children. The books were bought. That was Kenny's obligation, he was to provide me with the materials and the books to train his children.
Okay.
He's now fulfilled his part in the cult. He has no blame placed upon him.
I gotcha.
It is now placed on me to teach this to my children, which, hell no! Like I said, I barely went through them, but what I have seen of them, it is nothing but brainwashing. And certain ways to respond, like when somebody's doing something wrong. They're big on mottos. They're big on sayings. So, like, I'm just going to make this up, right?
Okay.
Say your child is misbehaving. You're not to spank them. You're not to do this or that. You're supposed to pull this book or this piece of paper out that has this image and maybe repeat, God loves you, you don't want to go to hell. God loves you, you don't want to go to hell. So now, I just made that up because I can't exactly remember because I didn't participate in this program.
So that will get them to stop doing what they're doing and listen?
I have no idea. But they were real big on train up a child and he will not depart from it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a whole big scripture thing.
It's in the Bible.
Right. Yeah, I didn't make it up. You're looking at me.
No, I'm still back on the whole hypnotizing thing.
Yeah, I mean, the teacher's book actually tells you how to use these books for, and I remember that we had a class for people who lived in town about the teacher's book and the following books. They're written for young children. But anybody can grasp the ideas because anybody can grasp young child ideas. Right. Don't hit, it hurts.
Right.
Don't steal, it's bad. Okay? So they were trying to explain to us, and it was a women's only class, about how we would be using these books to teach peace to the world because the great white buffalo's here now.
Oh, that's right. God.
You know... And some people may think it's inappropriate for me to laugh about a lot of this stuff, Laura, but I've thought about it. I lived it, and humor's the only keeps me from the deep
But it's so
abyss.
ridiculous.
But people can't understand that it's an abyss when you are that down that far. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to laugh about it sometimes. Anyway, yeah.
So we'll get into that next time.
That is your homework for this week. That way you don't have to go through the big box of crap. You don't have to use your brain to think about what's the topic.
Well, it sounds like a good topic, so.
Like I said, they have a lot. They got many irons in the fire out there to be bringing in money. And it would just be my assumption, because see, I'm allowed to assume things. Mm-hmm. I can't say these things are happening, but I'm assuming this man has millions upon millions coming in, because his programs are throughout the world at this point. And there was, I think it was, anyway, when this program came out, it was during a feast that, of course, certain people are asked when they're gonna videotape, when they're gonna do their propaganda. People are handpicked. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
There weren't children's classes going on every day with this program. There was not a classroom set aside for it. There was not a teacher that was there every day in a school setting. Because see, what they tried to play off is they visited a classroom.
Gotcha.
In a school where the teacher implemented this solution to teach her pupils peace. And man, this woman raved on the video about how, discipline is down, incidents of hitting are down, children are just so darn nice to each other these days, and she recommends it for any teacher, daycare worker. It was like an infomercial from the cult,
right?
Is all I can tell you. God. And my oldest son was part of this, unfortunately, fiasco, but he was so young he probably didn't remember it. He was probably 3.5 or 4. Mm-hmm. And he was handpicked for this. Little blonde hair, blue-eyed, But of course it was diverse. We had, the little Chinese girl in there, and we had, and forgive me guys, the little black boy, and, where we were, we had...
trying to make it like multicultural.
It was multicultural, okay. Mexican, multicultural. Oh, we'll have to get into the fake peace conferences they do too.
You told me about those. Those were good.
Yeah, the pamphlet for that one. Oh God, I'm on a tangent again. Well, remind me next time. The peace conference that will unite the globe, and Lil Man leads the way.
Of course he does.
Saving the world one little hammer tap at a time.
One little tap like little elves.
Anyway, back to this character education program. During one of the feasts, they handpicked people for this infomercial that was going to be sent out to people who requested information. Mm-hmm. And I swear it was so freaking cheesy, because they're like walking down the hall and somebody's videoing, oh yeah, this is one of the first classrooms in America that has implemented the program. Let's see how they're doing. And other than playing Kumbaya music and incense floating, it was the epitome of peace and calmness.
Like, was there like a lava lamp and like hippie beads?
No, but I'm telling you, on like a culty level, it was the epitome of peace and calmness in the ultimate public classroom. They tried to make it out like it was a diverse inner city public classroom or something. I don't even remember. But the deception of it is all I kept thinking. I had mentioned this before, that we were inside the sanctuary and you had to wear holy garments inside the sanctuary. And a lot of these children that were a part of these deceitful videos were elders' children. And they were quite confused when they were told to take their holy garments off, because you get reprimanded and beat. Who the hell knows?
Well, why the hell would you want to take your stuff off then?
But that's what I mean. Depending on who your parent is what happens to you. for whatever rules you break. And I just remember all of it was hours long because we had to get them relaxed and into doing it because they're not professional little actor kids. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're missing their holy garments, eyeballs wide, looking around going, what are we doing? Yeah. I mean, it wasn't an everyday thing, even though these crazy ass cult people are like, let's make a video to go with the program. God. And you know what? Maybe I can try and find that.
I bet on YouTube. I bet you could.
Maybe. I don't know. Apparently, no matter how hard you try, there's always going to be a copy. Mm-hmm. I was watching Law and Order SVU last night, and on the stand, she asked the guy something about what he did when he was 13 years old, and he stood up screaming that it was expunged from his record and that his juvenile records had been sealed. Mm-hmm. And I love Olivia. Olivia whips out the newspaper article about him and what he did. And she said that, you know, you may have been a juvenile, it may have been expunged, but the newspaper lives on. There will always be a copy of something. Somewhere out there. I mean, hell, I got copies of the X-rated sermons. I wonder if they've expunged those from their archives. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But guess what, guys? High cult. There's people that still have copies of them. So.
Not just you.
Not just me. As a matter of fact, my mom has 2 of them in her safe deposit box at the bank. So, yeah, they can't get them all, Laura. Trust me. I thought long and hard over the years, and I've tried to make myself as safe as possible. And we're all dying. So, and make me a martyr. That would be fun. Come on. I'm kidding. But yeah, I kind of see this place as a sweater that kind of got snagged, and I'm pretty much pulling the little...
Unraveling it.
I'm pulling at the little yarn, and guess what? There's a whole lot of other people tugging at them little yarns, too. Know what I mean?
I do.
Well, guys, I've had a fun 2 weeks. Have you had a fun 2 weeks?
Oh, my gosh, I certainly have.
So fun, you didn't remember I was coming by.
That's exactly right.
Well, guys, hit us up with some questions, Kool-Aid recipes. Somebody let me in when the government gets back into session so I can start my nonprofit now that I'm getting rid of all my tasks that I have to do. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, on that note.
You look like you need a nap.
Oh, I'm telling you.
All right. Well, Laura's going to take a nap, and I'm going home to get ready for work. Happy New Year to y'all. Happy birthday to us. And if you need help, personally get a hold of me, and I'll see what I can do to help anybody out there or who needs anything.
If you need a ticket out.
You need a ticket out anywhere.
The offer is always there.
Yep, as long as you're not a scammer.
Well, yeah.
Again, I talked to somebody in the travel industry, and I've been told how I can get tickets for people, and they can't scam me.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
So they would, and it's a one-way ticket. So even if they're using me to, just go visit family and friends and go back, screw you, I tried.
Right.
But to everybody else, it's a legitimate offer. If you need help, best I can do right now, because they won't let me start my nonprofit, is get a hold of me. Anyway, guys, it's been Deb.
And Laura.
And we will talk to you guys next week.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.